As I'm doing these videos, sharing bits about my life, I'm realizing that most, if not all, of my childhood memories, especially the best ones, revolve around food, and I guess that's all right. But the one that I'm thinking about today is, and this was when I was an older child into teenager, and because that was the time then that my mother had married my stepdad, and of course we had some very specific situations in his home and his way of living, and we never had much. He was always a hard worker and held a job, but we just never had much, and so obviously our snacks and such had to be inexpensive. So one of the things that we could always do, and also the food in our house was, my mom and my dad kind of really doled it out like this was what we're going to have for our meals. I don't remember ever being able to just open the fridge and get what I wanted out of it because it was all set. Except we could always make popcorn. And so there was an air fryer, and there was, a bag of popcorn. And we could do that pretty much anytime we wanted to. After school, in the evening when we were watching TV. And when we made the popcorn, we made a whole sack of it, like, the grocery sack size, the brown grocery sack size. So that's a good amount of popcorn. So we didn't just make bowls of popcorn. We had the air fryer. We had this little drawer that we pulled out and put the big brown sack on, and we would pop however many times through the air fryer that it would take to fill that whole thing with popcorn. And then if we wanted butter and salt, so one of us would shake the bag while the other person poured some melted butter. And this is before microwave, so we had melted it on the stovetop. And, you just drizzle the butter in while somebody else is shaking the sack. And then we would get our bowls and dip out of the big bag. And that would last us, I don't know, not too long. But maybe a day, maybe two. So yeah, yum. Great memory. Still love popcorn.